Good day, fellow Sierra Leoneans. Today we will discuss critical thinking according to Monash and Oxford universities. Then we will simplify critical thinking by relating it to our country, Sierra Leone. We will also discuss the 7 Habits of Highly Effective People by Stephen Covey. Please subscribe, like, comment, and share. Also, click the notification bell so you will be notified each time we upload a video. Overview of critical thinking. Critical thinking is an essential skill that each Sierra Leonean or any highly effective person must have. Definition of critical thinking. Critical thinking is the ability to analyze information objectively and make a reasoned judgment. It has key components. The key components are 1. Evaluating sources, that is, the data, the facts, observable phenomena, and research findings. 2. Importance of critical thinking. Critical thinking is important because it is essential for problem solving. It is crucial for decision making in our everyday life. 3. Benefits of developing critical thinking skills. This leads to better communication, enhances collaboration. The key takeaway here is that investing in critical thinking skills is vital for personal and professional growth. So if you want to grow, fellow Sierra Leoneans, know how to use critical thinking and use it in any decision making. These are the key components of critical thinking. Understanding the elements of thought. There are 5 elements of thought, and they are purpose, question, information, and assumptions. First, purpose. Purpose is the intention behind the thinking process. Second question. The question is the problem or issue being addressed. 3. Information. The information is the data or evidence gathered to support the inquiry. Fourth, inference. The inference is where conclusions are drawn from the information provided. 5. Assumptions. These are beliefs or statements that are taken for granted without proof. Each component plays a vital role in critical thinking, which helps individuals analyze and evaluate arguments effectively. The 3 key points of critical thinking. We should always remember these are the actions we should always take when consuming new information or drawing conclusions. Point A, the importance of questioning. Point B, evaluating evidence. Point C, making inferences. Now let's talk about point A. Asking questions is fundamental in critical thinking. It encourages deeper understanding and exploration of ideas. Point B, evaluating the evidence. Evaluating evidence helps in distinguishing between valid arguments and fallacies, leading to informed decisions. Point C, making inferences. Making inferences involves drawing logical conclusions based on the available information and evidence. Key takeaway: we should always ask for evidence to arrive at logical conclusions. Developing critical thinking skills. It is imperative always to practice to enhance your critical thinking ability. Practicing critical thinking skills can enhance analytical abilities, such as engaging in discussions, challenging assumptions, and reflecting on our thought processes. Key takeaway: we should foster a critical thinking mindset to improve our analytical skills. Fellow Sierra Leoneans, these are the common barriers to critical thinking that is stopping us from thinking critically. Common barriers to critical thinking. First, biases. Biases are personal prejudices that can cloud judgment. For example, we may use words that are not evidence-based regarding a group of people or parties, i.e., the SLPP, APC, or a region, the Northerners or Southerners. but when the problem is evidence-based, we should find a way to solve it using logical solutions. 2. Emotional reasoning. Emotional reasoning is allowing feelings to influence logical thinking. We must not allow emotions to influence our logical thinking. 3. Lack of information. Lack of information and insufficient data can lead to poor conclusions. If a political leader says something regarding his or her opponent or another key political figure, their message has to be evidence-based. There must not be any part of the information that is classified, because if the information is secret, it must not come out to the public domain in the first place. Because keeping part of the information as secret has the potential to cause arguments and confusion among political party supporters or grassroots. Key insight, therefore, my fellow Sierra Leoneans, it is crucial to recognize these barriers, because recognizing these barriers is the first step in overcoming them to enhance your critical thinking skills. Conclusion: embracing critical thinking. So my Sierra Leonean fambledom, embracing critical thinking is a vital skill that everyone in the world must have. This includes even our leaders, all politicians in general, and all Salone people must have critical thinking if we want to avoid being lied to or scammed. Also, it enhances decision-making in our personal lives and problem-solving. Finally, the key takeaway here is, by developing these skills, we can navigate complex situations and make informed choices better. So, we can be effective in our lives. Thank you for listening, and continue listening to the end, so you will hear part 2. Now, my Sierra Leonean people, let us discuss the main takeaway from Stephen Covey's book, The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People, which had sold over 15 million copies the last time I read it in 2015. I believe a large amount of highly effective people all over the world have read this. Now, my Sierra Leonean people, let us discuss the main takeaway from Stephen Covey's book, The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People, which had sold over 15 million copies the last time I read it in 2015. I believe a large amount of highly effective people all over the world have read this book sometime in their lives. This book had already been a worldwide bestseller for over 15 years by that time. Therefore, my Sierra Leonean dads and mums, my brothers and sisters, my uncles and aunties, please continue listening to this message until the end. As always, do not blindly believe or disbelieve what I say. However, if you apply what I am sharing, you will see positive changes in your life. I can only speak from my own life experiences, and whenever I deviate from these principles, my life takes a complete U-turn. So please, listen carefully and apply what I am about to share regarding Stephen Covey's teachings in his book. You can purchase and read the book yourself, but I want to save you time and money by summarizing its key lessons or highlighting all the main takeaways. So, my Sierra Leonean people, if you find value in what you are about to hear, please like, subscribe, comment, and share this video at the end.
The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. Transform your life with Stephen Covey's principles. Overview of the 7 Habits. The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People is a guide to personal and professional effectiveness. It emphasizes principles of fairness, integrity, honesty, and human dignity. Each habit builds on the previous one, creating a holistic approach to personal development. By adopting these habits, individuals can achieve greater productivity and fulfillment. Main argument. The central argument in The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People by Stephen Covey is that true effectiveness is achieved by aligning one's life with timeless, universal principles of character and personal integrity. Covey argues that long-term success and fulfillment come not from quick-fix techniques or personality-based solutions, but from cultivating habits rooted in fundamental ethical values. Sub-arguments. The 7 Habits. Covey presents 7 habits that transition individuals from dependence to independence and finally to interdependence, which he views as the highest level of personal and professional effectiveness. 1. Private victory, moving from dependence to independence. A. Be proactive. Take responsibility for your life and choices rather than blaming circumstances or other people. A1. People have the power to choose their responses based on values, not emotions or external conditions. A2. Focus on the circle of influence rather than wasting energy on things outside of your control. 2. Begin with the end in mind. Define a clear vision for your life and work towards long-term goals. B1. Personal leadership requires creating a personal mission statement based on values and principles. B2. Align daily actions with long-term objectives rather than reacting to short-term pressures. 3. Put first things first. Prioritize important tasks over urgent but less significant ones. C1. Focus on activities in Quadrant 2, important but not urgent, such as planning, relationship building, and self-improvement. C2. Develop self-discipline to manage time effectively and say no to distractions. 2. Public victory, moving from independence to interdependence. 4. Think win-win. Foster a mindset of mutual benefit in relationships and interactions. D1. Effective leaders seek solutions where all parties benefit, rather than competing or compromising. D2. True success is about cooperation and synergy, not competition. 5. Seek first to understand, then to be understood. Listen empathically before expressing your own viewpoint. E1. Most people listen with the intent to reply rather than to truly understand. E2. Deep empathic listening builds trust and strong relationships. 6. Synergize. Leverage differences to create better outcomes than any individual could achieve alone. F1. Synergy is the result of valuing diversity and open collaboration. F2. Differences in perspective should be seen as strengths rather than obstacles. 3. Renewal, sustaining effectiveness. 7. Sharpen the saw. Continuously renew and improve yourself in 4 areas: physical, mental, spiritual, and emotional. G1. Regular renewal prevents burnout and ensures long-term success. G2. Balance is essential in self-care to maintain effectiveness. Conclusion. Covey emphasizes that character-based living, rooted in universal principles, is the foundation for sustained success. The 7 habits provide a framework for personal growth, effective leadership, and meaningful relationships. Therefore, people of Sierra Leone and anyone around the world, if you apply these principles, success in your life is inevitable. Thank you for listening. Remember to like, subscribe, and click the notification button so you'll be notified whenever I upload a new video. Also, don't forget to share so we can spread the message.